I wanted to record this because I think this is important for a lot of people, especially because alcohol is on the decline, but people still want to be able to socialize while being sober and how to stay sober while you go out. And this has been a big topic for me because I've definitely been someone that's been able to be sober for a lot of years and going out to nightclubs, going out to, the craziest social events, the crazy nightclub, bars, lounges, events, and being able to stay sober. And here's kind of like my principle to be able to do it. So here we go. So the goal is to learn how to socialize and not need alcohol, as our personality gets linked to the state we are most in while chatting to new people. So if you do drink and you become very, very good at socializing, you will link it with your drunk personality. That's not good, because then you need alcohol to feel that state, to feel that flow, to feel that rush of endorphins when you're talking to new people. So what you want to do is if you've done that for many years, it's going to take a little while for it to come back, and it's going to take a little while for you to be able to socialize sober. And this is a big thing. Like, most of people can't do this. They need liquid courage, they need alcohol to be able to go out. But if you can develop this is just amazing skill to have. It means in the daytime, it means when you're first in the morning, it means at lunchtime, you're able to talk to people. Some people can only talk to people after 8 p.m. Like, that's crazy to think. So here's the process how to do it. So as soon as you turn up is actually the most important time. That's going to be during the whole night. And the reason why this is because you're going to get a lot of peer pressure, which we covered in the second one. You're going to get a lot of people telling you like certain different things, but this is the time where it's so uncomfortable because you're going into a new state, you're going into a new environment, and from that new environment, there's high stimulus, and the clubs and the bars actually make it so that you how do I say it? That you are uncomfortable and you buy alcohol. Like, this, when you understand, like, I have this guy, and basically the whole premise of the club is to make you so uncomfortable you buy alcohol so they make more money. It's a crazy thing. The lights, the stimulus, the lasers, the music, how loud, the bar in a certain position, like, everything is strategically positioned. So if you can get through that first 10, 15, 20 minutes, and this is how you do it. You order a Coke Zero, you order soda water with lime, or you switch cups to where it looks like you're drinking alcohol. Because the second thing is what's going to happen is that people are going to try peer pressure you. So I've understood that they don't really care about you. They'll try to get you to drink with them. But really, they just don't want to be judged. If they're drinking and you're not drinking, they're going to feel judged, and the whole big thing that they're gonna want is you to drink. And so the term is, if you nurse a mugger, he'll die in your arms. So basically, they just want to get you to drink, and then after that, they don't care about you at all. They just want you to not judge them. So it makes them feel good. They don't care about your goals. They don't care about anything. So they will like peer pressure you. And if you're someone that peer pressure, you're susceptible to it, this can be a big thing where they would just pile it on as hard as possible. But really, at the end of the day, what's going to happen is that as soon as they pile it on, it's only going to be 5, 10, 20 minutes, and then you're good, you're in the clear, right? So that's why as soon as you turn up, that first 15 minutes is like you're going to get peer pressure massively, you're going to get the whole club environment. So the first thing you do is order a non-alcoholic drink, and then you're good, right? That's the second thing. So the third thing that's really, really helpful in the situation is the 12 a.m. rule. So if you make it to this point, you are past the hardest part of the whole night. And what that means is that people are drunk after the second, third, fourth, say it's 10, they go into 12, they've had a few drinks, they don't care about you, they're in a different mental state, which is really, really good. Because at 12 a.m., two different things are going to happen. If you can get it there and you're being social and being there, you're going to make better decisions. It's the best time to be sharpest towards the end of the night. But nothing really, really good happens after 1 a.m. And what I mean by that, nothing good in the club happens at 1 a.m. So the best thing that you can do is be at 12 a.m. and be sober and enjoying yourself and having a good time. Because if you made it that far, this is starting to now layer the state in which you've been socializing, which is you've been sober, and that's very beneficial for you because that's a reference experience of being social and sober. Then you start to stack them, win after win and win, night after night. You go out and you stay sober. Massive. You're gonna have so much control of your state and your energy and everything, because the alcohol really depletes your energy at the end of the day and you make bad decisions. So this has come from years and years and years of experience and practice to be able to do this. And I recommend if you follow those 3 different things, that's going to help you. 90% of the time, that's going to help you. There are going to be times you stuff up, and there's going to be times you have a drink and everything. 1 goes to 2, goes to 7, goes to 12, and you're like, oh, damn, why am I in this position? It's okay. Don't judge yourself. These things happen. But if you follow this, 90% of the time, it will be beneficial. So I just thought you guys should have this video because it is important. I think that if you can develop being able to be social, being able to be someone that is courageous and doesn't need liquid courage, you get your life back. You get your whole existence back, and where you don't have to be state dependent on something like alcohol or like drugs, like many people are now dependent on. So you follow those rules, I guarantee you'll have a much better time and be able to be sober while socializing, and then it'll become a habit. Once it becomes a habit, then your routine is gold.